What is up, you lock livers? It is your girl Olivia, and we are back with another video. I am changing focus of my page yet again. I've been pushing a lot of packaging engineering content because a lot of people always ask me questions about my job, and I have decided to spill the tea. In this video today, I will be talking about the 8 reasons I love my job so much. Let's get started. Who doesn't like free stuff? The first biggest reason why I love my job is how much free stuff I get. I work for Unilever. We have Dove, we have Vaseline, we have Knorr, we have Ben & Jerry's. There's so many products that we produce, and as a packaging engineer, we have to basically test them, make sure that they're functional. At the end of getting like a production run or new samples just to check a label or to check a bottle to make sure everything is functional, we'll be able to take those home. When I say take those home, we get pallets and pallets of stuff. A case might have 4 bottles of body wash in it. That case goes on a pallet that has about 200 cases worth.
200 times 4.
800 bottles on a pallet being sent to me so I can look and make sure everything is okay. Where is it gonna go after? We do take a lot of it home and we give it away to like the other packaging engineers or whoever, but we do give away to charity, to different nonprofits that, you know, give these to the underserved communities. Number 2, you get to work with a lot of cross-functional groups. A lot of different engineers, they only get to work with engineering teams. With packaging, you're working with brand, aka marketing, you're working with the formulation team who actually makes the products themselves, supply chain to make sure everything is moving accordingly, and you're working with the plants. Like there's so many different pieces of exposure that you get that it's just so fun and so exhilarating. Even if in the future you want, you can move laterally and go to a different role. You get to see something fun from the formulation side. If there's like an issue happening related to the package, you can go over there, make a batch yourself, and you know, everyone's always super eager to teach about what they do in their role. So we have like these shadow days, and we can go and like see what the marketing people are doing, who also work with influencers. So if you guys are watching this and you're a marketer, hey, brand deal. Can you say brand deal? Number 3, as a packaging engineer, you still get the title of being an engineer. When you are in the coursework though, in my opinion, it's not as rigorous as other engineering programs. It's not super difficult if you already have a love for math and science, and also if you kind of love the design aspect of things. Personally, I did a packaging science degree and not a packaging engineering degree, but I am still a packaging engineer. We get the same jobs. With a packaging science degree, it's more hands-on and you're not doing so much of that theoretical learning. So if I was gonna pick and go and do it again, I would always choose packaging science. There are only, I think, 11 schools in the entire country of the US that have packaging science or packaging engineering as a major. So when you're looking for getting an actual degree, make sure you do all your research and figure out if it's engineering or packaging science. I mean, packaging engineering is probably fine as well, but I don't have any expertise there, so I won't speak on it. But when I tell you, I kind of cruised through college, and I'm not saying that in like a haughty type of way, but yeah, it wasn't that bad. Now, after college, there's always the uncertainty of, am I gonna get a job? And in packaging, more than likely you will. So when you think about packaging, there is such a booming market. There are so many companies that need packaging engineers, but not enough people know about it, and not enough people actually go and take the degree because they don't know about it. Supply and demand, there are 1,000 jobs open for being a packaging engineer, but there are only 500 people who know about packaging and get the degree. Just think about, you know, the different opportunities that you can get. And that goes into my next reason, number 5, there are multiple industries that you can get into. I'm personally right now in fast moving consumer goods, FMCG. I work mainly on body wash right now, but I do work closely with people who work on hair products, skincare products, and other body washes as well, and deodorants. You can work into cosmetics, you can do clothing, you can do car parts, literally any industry you think of. Everything needs a package. Technology, they have packaging engineers at Apple, Microsoft, Google, literally any company you think about product. When you think packaging, think product. Every product, no matter what it is, if it's something physical that you can hold in your hand, it needs to be packaged. So there's a packaging engineer who decides that. And if there isn't, you can even fight for a job to get there, or you can fight to create a role at that company. The seventh reason is you can work anywhere. It's not a job specifically that you will need to be in the office every day. Right now, I have an intern who does most of my lab work for me. I can do my lab work if I wanted to, but I choose not to. It's pretty much remote if you really need to. You're doing a lot of stuff on the computer in terms of design, in terms of emailing, in terms of making sure everyone's on the same page cross-functionally, and with external suppliers are doing a lot of like paper pushing in a way. There's things called bill of materials that you have to basically create and make sure you link everything correctly. You're looking at artwork that the artwork team develops, and you have to make sure that all of the technical components are there. You're looking at drawings, which are also on the computer. So the job can be remote if you actually want it to be. Not every job will be remote, but you will pretty much have the opportunity, or you will be able to do your job remotely if you really needed to. So when COVID happened, I personally was working a plant, so I wasn't able to work from home as often as I wanted to. But the company I'm at now, Unilever, the packaging engineers were not in the office. There were probably 2 or 3 people in the office, and everyone else was at home. Exciting to know that you can work anywhere in the world if you really wanted to. There's jobs over in the UK, there's jobs in China, there's jobs in Brazil, literally anywhere in the world, people are making packages. Now, I wanted to leave the biggest T for last because it's the salary. Come on. I know everyone wants to know, how much do you get paid? When I was looking into becoming a packaging engineer, one of the biggest things that I wanted to make sure is that I was going to be paid well, because I went to an engineering school, so why would I leave an engineering school and not get into an industry that would pay me well? When I looked when I was in college, the average salary was about $65,000 or $69,000 a year. When you look now in 2023, the average salary is now $70,000 a year. So that's the median salary. When I graduated from college, I started working in pharmaceuticals. So pharmaceuticals usually pay more than regular like consumer goods companies, where I was making close to $80,000. That's not including my sign-on bonus, which was about $8,000. After that, we get yearly raises. Now that I moved to a new company, you're always going to want more for yourself. So obviously I'm making more now, which is closer to $100,000. Not at 6 figures yet, but I definitely have the ability to get to 6 figures really soon. At my current job, we get raises every year, and they're usually pretty good. Now, I will say, like most jobs, your salary is going to depend on where you live, but also the industry that you're working in. So before, I was working in Pennsylvania, and I was working at a pharmaceuticals company. So if I was working somewhere at a pharmaceuticals company near New York or California, my salary was probably going to start higher. And you just have to keep that in mind when you're like changing from industry to industry or changing from coast to coast, that you might not get the same salary and they might not see the same value in you as the other company. Environment is different, but never sell yourself short. Always, always, always do a counteroffer. If that's one thing that I learned, it's doing a counteroffer, because guess what? They're gonna have the money. They have the money. They have the money. Guess what they have? The money. That is my last point of this video today. Super excited to share it with you guys, and I am so eager to hear any of your questions that you have. I think you guys can expect a day in the life video, week in the life video, probably do some, what I wear to work. It would pretty much be like this, except the face. I do not go to work with a face. Feel free to ask me some questions if you have any questions about, what I do at work, anything about my lifestyle. I am an open book, and I'm super excited to start making content about my job, because I feel like there's just not enough people that know about it, and I'm just I want to see more people who look like me, of course, but I want to see more people in general who are in this field. I want to see everyone doing big things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe, because we need some subscribers. We got some goals for this year, and I'm trying to give you guys all the tea. So make sure you tune in, put your post notifications on, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.